I like the hands-on experience I got. I got to come in to the studio, I got to film, I got to work on scripts, and me being a hands-on learner, that's huge for me to be able to not just watch a video on something, how to do it, being able to experience it, being able to run mics, being able to run the prompter, being able to just talk to the prompter through a script, and I liked it. It's fun. It's good.
What do you think was the biggest thing you learned in this program?
Simple. Don't make simple complicated. So, I mean, it's a good thing to live by. You don't need to overcomplicate things. It's just, if it's simple, keep it simple.
I definitely loved the way Regina and Steve structured the program. I definitely felt like I was in college, even though this is my senior year of high school, and it makes me really look forward to the college life. I learned so much about being an anchor, and I definitely have a lot of respect for real anchors because they have so much to do, and you just really have a lot of detail put into it, which a lot of people don't realize. I made a lot of friends here from all over the country, and even my professors are more friends than teachers, so I hope to stay in contact with them, and maybe when I come back to Columbia, who knows, I might have them as professors again.
I like the overall experience, the fact that I got to learn what journalists do on a daily basis and how stressful it could be putting a show together and writing a show in like a little amount of time. Like I learned how to work a camera. I learned like the different writing styles and what I'm used to, like at school. Yeah, I learned that you need to step out on faith, and like it takes a lot of courage and instinct in order to do that. I remember Steve, I will always remember Steve's mottos and your mottos, like head for the smoke or where's the fire, those type of mottos.
I liked all the experience I gained and all that I learned about the business and how there's more to it than what you see on camera. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes and before everything comes together. It's just neat learning about all of that. The writing style, how it's different than what I'm used to, and it's an adjustment. And it was interesting, but once you get it, it wasn't that bad. It was really cool meeting him, being from another country, and then everyone else. Just being from all over the country and everywhere, here locally and across the, country. But yeah, it was really cool meeting everyone.
What did you learn?
30 points a game, basically. That you have to aim high and that stuff doesn't wait for you. So like you can't be timid about filming, or you can't be like, oh, can I ask you stuff? Like you have to get out there. And if one person doesn't want to interview, there's two more waiting for you. So I mean, that's basically, you can't be timid in this field. You just have to aim high.
What will you remember?
Like I said, I remember all the people from different states, meeting people from Texas, from Colorado, Minnesota, from everywhere. So, and I'll just remember the teachers. Regina, she was always helpful, a professional about everything. And Steve was, like Eric said, he was passionate about what he does. And it was just fun being around both of them.
I like that it was really hands-on, and it taught me a lot about like how it's going to be like if I want to be a reporter or anchor. So I thought it was really good, and especially since like I got to start it so young. How to like in front of the camera, like not to be nervous and like, be personable.
I felt like I learned a lot from actually being in places that someone in this field would be, and I felt like I learned a lot from that experience personally because it benefited me just to see what someone in the field would go through. I felt I learned a lot about the field itself for more, it's hit it and quit it, like they would say. And, I felt like I just learned like what someone in the field would really do personally, what their daily experience is like, what they would, really editing, recording, just putting everything together, and yeah, just a whole bunch. A lot of the classmates I had, the filming, going to the Taste for the first time. I'm here from Chicago, and this was my first experience here at the Taste, and doing a story about it was really fun. So I felt like that was cool. Interacting with all the people here was really fun. I got to know a lot of very nice people who I'll always remember, so I thought that was something that was really cool too.
For me, maybe like for journalism, I think it's kind of interesting for me, and I think I really like we go to visit Taste of Chicago and do some reporting, really reporting. So that's the most liked part for me.
What did you?
Like some skills of writing, and I especially like the anchoring because, like, if you face to the camera, I used to feel very very bad. I don't like cameras facing to me. So like through anchoring, I learned how to collaborate with the camera. Classmates and Regina, Steve, and Steve has passion, a lot of passion. He is passionate. He is he's a very nice person, and Regina, like, she's helpful. Firstly, I think the most remembered thing for me is my classmates, and they're a very kind person. I just feel like I didn't suppose our classmates are from like throughout the U.S. I think most are from Chicago, and it really took me some like 2 weeks to get used to this classmate from South of America to understand what they are talking about. They have an accent for me, and then it's my instructor, and Steve and Regina. They are a very kind person, and for the class, I think the equipment here leave me a very deep impression because it's really good.
I liked being able to work with professional equipment and really get the feel of what it's like to make a news show and be in the reporting field. I liked being able to meet all these new people and work with them, and I liked being able to go to events like Taste of Chicago and actually interview people. It was very professional, and it actually made you feel like you're a reporter. I learned how to work cameras and equipment. I learned how much goes into making a news show. I didn't really know that the reporter actually wrote it afterwards, or that they put it together. Or, I don't know. I didn't have any idea how much work actually goes into the news, and the fact that the news is always new. There's always something coming that it's hard to keep up with and takes a lot of effort and time. And I'll remember all the people I met. They've made an impact on me, and I'll remember I'll remember going to Taste of Chicago and getting to interview people and make my own package. I thought that was really cool, and I just think it's so cool how we all got all these people from different states, and I mean Eric from different, like, he's from China, and we all got together to make a little news story over the course of 3 weeks, and I just think that's special.
Well, I think they learned a lot about the news business because, you know, some people come into this business or they see a reporter or anchor on TV and they're like, oh, it's so easy, I want to do that. Anybody can do that. But they came into this class ready to learn, ready to know that, you know, as a reporter, you have to write your own story. You have to go out and get interviews. You can't be afraid. As an anchor, you just don't sit there and read. You have to help write the show. You have to help go over your scripts and pick out what stories go into a show. They also learned how to work, you know, some highly technological equipment, you know, from the cameras to the teleprompter to, you know, to shooting. A lot of those things they learned as high school students, not college students. Again, they're high school students. If you want to learn what it's like to be in the news business, you know, come take this class. If you want to know what it's like to go to college, come take this class. Again, a lot of kids, you know, they may watch the news, maybe they don't watch the news, and they think, oh, you know what, to be in the news business is so easy. You just go out there and you just do it. Somebody's doing it for you. That isn't the case. If you want to learn what the news business is all about, hands-on, if you want to touch the equipment, you want to write the stories, this is where it happens, right here.
All right, first, let me explain something. A lot of people are going to see this and say, what was that guy talking about 30 points a game? Michael Jordan's average was 30 points a game. And so that's what I wanted them to take into this. Don't come in here unless you're ready to give me 30 points a game. 50 in the playoffs. So that's the explanation. They come in bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and by the end of it, they're kind of hard-nosed reporters. And I think I like the fact that they see it's not me being hard, it's me toughening you up so that you can be in the business and do well, so that you can go up to somebody and not be afraid to ask to do an interview. And how you got to really go quickly. As I put it, you got to hit it and quit it because there's no time. The real life knowledge of what it's like to be a reporter, a producer, an editor, a photographer. We're not making anything up here. This is the real deal. We have to go out there, you have to learn the camera, and if it's not shot properly, then you messed up, and we have to go back and do it again. And we're all meeting a deadline here too, so I think it was a real life situation where they got a sense of what it's like to be a reporter. Hit it and quit it. You got to hit it and quit it. That means do what you got to do and be about your business, because the news event isn't going to wait for you. You can't dawdle, you can't tarry. Another one is head for the smoke. What that means is don't wait. If you see a plane on fire, don't wait to decide what to do. Just head for the smoke. What's another one? Don't make simple complicated. If it's a hot dog, it's a hot dog. It ain't an apple.